We're gonna do this video the old school way. So you should have this worksheet in front of you. We are gonna review the 4 types of slope that we talked about last year. So slope is just basically the slope of your line, how much your line is rising or falling. So first we're gonna look at a positive slope. Positive slopes always go up from left to right. So first you should be able to identify that this is a positive slope, and then you should also be able to tell me what the slope is. So to figure out the slope, you should find 2 points. So there's 1 point. My pen's not working. There's 1 point. Here's another point. You just need to find 2 points. I'm going to go through and show you a couple, well, I didn't do a very good job drawing this line. There's a couple more lines. So what we're going to do is we're going to count the rise over run, or the change in y over the change in x. So I'm going to go to one of my points and I'm going to rise 2 and run 3. So the slope of this line would be 2/3. Or if I picked these 2 points, I could rise 4 and run 6. And 4, 6 still reduces to 2/3. So that's a positive slope. And on our Mr. Slope guy, there's our positive slope. A negative slope will be going down as you look at your graph from left to right. And again, to figure out the actual slope of this line, we're going to pick out 2 points. I always try to find 2 points that are close together so I don't have to count so far. And then I'm just going to count. I'm going down 1 over 1, 2, 3, because I'm going in a down direction. It's a negative, so that's -1/3. Or I could use, well, I'll start at this point and I could go up 1, backwards 3, which still gives me the same answer. So for our Mr. Slope guy, here's our negative slope. Negative slope. The other thing we talked about last year is if you draw a capital N for negative, that negative slope's always go in that direction. Okay, the next one's a 0 slope. Any horizontal line that you have will have a slope of 0. So if I actually try to count the rise and the run from my 0 slope, so I'm going to pick 2 points. If I start here, I don't have to rise at all. So my rise is 0 and my run is 3. And in your calculator, or if you know, 0 divided by 3 is just 0. So you're either going to write the number 0, or most of the time we actually just write the word 0. So all horizontal lines, they're not going up, they're not rising at all, they're not falling at all. Their slope stays steady, so it's 0. The last slope is an undefined slope. So again, if I try to apply the rise over run, I'm going to pick 2 points. I'm going to rise from this bottom point. I'm going to rise 1, 2, 3, 4, but I don't have to run at all. So you should remember back a long time ago when you learned division, or if you type this in your calculator, you can never divide by 0. Your calculator is going to give you an error. So that means we cannot give this slope a value. So what we have to say is that it's undefined. There's no abbreviation for undefined. You actually just write out the word undefined. And that will always happen when 0 is in the bottom of your fraction. So if we go back to the Mr. Slope guy, horizontal line is 0. Vertical line is undefined. So there's our Mr. Slope guy. So there hopefully is a quick, easy review for you of the 4 types of slope.